$2.76.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I chose 93.
Oh, okay. But still, that seems like a lot.
Well, high octane, baby.
Has it been going up? I didn't get gas the last time we needed gas. So.
Yeah, it's very expensive. Ridiculous.
Well, it's better than, what, $3.99? Did it go up to? $4? Something? Ugh.
And then in
rough.
the movie Legend, it was $5.89.
Wow.
And that was supposed to be 2015, right?
I didn't see that movie. Here we go again.
Oh, dude.
What?
The phone.
Oh. You have something you have to do, Kevin?
Surprisingly, yes. I have to go down and resole all of my shoes.
Okay.
So I was thinking, if you didn't mind, if you could possibly.
I will. Why don't you go and do that, and I will answer the phone.
Oh, God bless you. Good. Because, yeah, the shoes, the bottoms.
Shoes are the most important thing in the world.
The bottoms are starting to flop out sideways.
This is the worst when you cut the grass and then you have to shake them out because the grass all gets stuck in the middle and you got to shake them out and then you're stepping on the grass and then leaves the grass in the house and then you got to shake them out.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing that ticks me off is that it makes the shoes stink.
Yes.
Because they get all green.
Green.
And yucky, and then all the marks. But, yes, I'll be back. Let me go down and get that
all right.
done.
Let me get this telephone then.
All right. I'll see you later.
Okay. Have fun, Kevin.
Thanks very much. I'll just be down here.
Okay.
All right. Let me get a sip of my coffee before
All right.
All right. Take care, Ferg.
All right. Bye,
What's
Kevin.
that? Oh,
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, Kevin.
Bye, Pern.
All right. Hello. 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 I'm hanging up.
Don't. Pern? Ferg.
No. Ferg. Who's this?
Hey, it's me. It's Dr. Ben Carson. I'm so glad that you're home today.
Oh, where have you been?
Oh, you name it, and I've been trying my best not to do it. And, it's the time of year, Ferg. It's that time of year where we go outside and we smell the flowers and we look at the bees.
Right.
And we enjoy the dew on the morning grass.
The dew, like the turd dew, or?
We've already done that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bit. I'm not going to plagiarize myself in a fashion that's going to show vulgar language coming out of a mouth, especially when the word doctor is in front of my name after all the years that I have studied.
Okay.
So I'm going down the top 5 annual plants that can be planted this time of year for your home and for your vicinities, those in your listening audience, if they would really enjoy making their yard look sparkling with colors and attractions that would make the neighbors stop walking by when their dogs are taking a turd in their front yard. So I thought, what better way than to start with
Number 5.
Zinnia elegans, annual in all zones. Zinnia is the best to plant in full sun and in a spot where you get good air circulation. Because if you plant them in places that are confined from oxygen, they will die.
Right, like most things.
If you feed regularly and snip off the faded flowers, new ones will keep coming out of that flower.
That sounds great.
Among easiest plants to grow from a seed, zinnias need protection from snails and slugs.
Okay.
Number 4.
Number 4 is going to be a twin spur, which is also known as the Dacia barbaria. You know, right?
What color is it?
Oh, you can get these in any color that you want. You can get them in pink, I'm imagining white, blue. Do you have a twin spur Dacia barbaria?
I do not.
I assure you remember Hanna-Barbera. They used to grow the plants in the summers and made them huge.
Yes, and they use the same plant every other frame, I think, of animation, right?
That's true, because it's the germination. You wanted to say germination, and yes, you're absolutely correct.
Number 3.
Salvia splendens. It's a perennial that is good in zones, even though I wanted to do annuals, but these are perennials. Which, do you know what perennial means?
It comes up every year.
That's very good, Ferg. I'm proud of you. Every year, the plant will come up, and it'll be beautiful. And they come in all kinds of colors, in an array of beautiful yellow and salmon and wine colors.
What did you say it was called?
This one is called Salvia splendens.
Don't people smoke that?
Oh my gosh. No. But you can grow these in some summer climates. Do they really smoke this?
I don't know. I'm not...
Why? Why? Allergies, I guess. I know. You know it gets funnier when it's edited. I promise.
Yeah.
Plus the music.
No, actually, it's...
Okay, go ahead.
It's a psychoactive plant that induces visions.
Wow. Like making you think you could become president. Do you know that these will basically bloom in partial shade while summers are hot? Ferg, I lost you. There you are. They need moderate water and occasional feeding to stay strong. I love these plants.
Oh, well, I bet you do.
These are my favorites.
Number 2.
New Guinea and patience. You know about the guineas. Do you know the Guinean patience?
No, I don't.
Perennial in zones 24, H1 and H2, annual elsewhere. Plants need sun to bloom well. We all know this.
Right.
Choose an area that is full of morning sun and light in the afternoon, but full shade at certain hours of the day, and feed them regularly starting 3 weeks after planting.
That's pretty specific.
I love those.
What colors are those?
Guinea colors. And Ferg, now for the final spring flower. That would be the most beautiful of all of them, and is completely good in zones 8, 9, 14 through 24, and perennial zones 2 through 7, 10 through 13. And it can be a perennial or an annual. It could be both.
What zone are you in, Dr. Carson?
I am zoned out. No matter what. But this is tougher than petunias, and it's a pretty small flower, and it falls off cleanly after bloom. Cleanly enough, just like when you break them off neat. Because I've heard you say you break them off neat. Is that true?
I didn't do that this week. I was sick.
Oh, gardening must be rough when you're feeling ill.
Oh, yes.
Now, there's also an abundance of ample water, and they're an abundant source of fertilizer. Which
Are you gonna play number 1 and say what the plan is?
You're very impatient. A lot like number 2,
right?
the Guinean patience.
Right.
I think you're more
I'm
of a
the
Scottish
Polish
impatience.
impatience.
Oh, the Polish.
Number 1.
Cannabis.
Please,
Ladies and gentlemen,
please,
please take your seats.
Please stand by.
The show is about to begin.
please,
We hope you enjoy the show.
Please stand by.
now your host, Zara and Fun.
Hello and welcome to episode 28 of Please Stand By. My name is Zerbin.
29th. Sorry.
Is it the 29th episode?
No, 28th on the 29th. Sorry, I messed you up. Go ahead.
Hello and welcome to episode 28 of Please Stand By. The episode is titled Getting Longer.
Oh, dear.
Don't know why.
I don't...
And with me tonight, the sausage to my franks, the syrup to my pancakes,
Oh, I had pancakes this week.
And the high cholesterol count to my triglycerides. Ferg Ferguson.
Hi, Kevin. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
We are doing great.
Good.
Do you
Good to
know?
hear.
Do you know that there was a crane on my deck tonight?
Really?
It sounds like a weird sentence, doesn't it?
It does.
On my dock, there was a crane on the dock.
Crane on the dock.
And Shelly was taking pictures and videotaping, and then I look over at Jerry, and he's never seen a bird that big before.
Oh, wow.
And you should have seen his reaction. And I'm looking at Jerry, and he sounded like an old Studebaker trying to start. He was sitting there going, he was looking out the window, and he's going.
Oh, that's funny.
And I've never heard him make those noises before, and he was scared and amazed at the same time. I have questions for you.
You got questions there, Zoe Beneda?
I got questions.
Hey.
How do you respond on Google Plus when people kindly repost and share and say nice things? Like, please stand by. We've had tons of sweet and kindness. I don't know how to respond because if
I just do +1.
But I'm +1ing my own post.
Yeah, I guess you are.
So I don't know how to change that. It's driving me nutty. And Twitter, I understand, kind of. And I'm terrible on Twitter, and thank you. But I just want to say thank you to everybody's sharing, posting, and saying, and doing for Please Stand By, and any other podcasts, of course, from Zerbinator Land. But Please Stand By is the hottest commodity on the show, our show here. And I don't know how to respond on Google Plus and say thank you unless it's an email.
I think you just did it, Kevin.
I sure did.
Just say thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank everyone who helped us.
Yes.
On Please Stand By. Well, Ferg,
Yes, Kevin.
you doing okay?
I'm doing good.
You want to go ahead and kick it?
Let's kick it.
How about anything exciting? Come on, show me what you got.
Well, I said last time that I was going to see my dad, and that's happening next Wednesday.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm excited about that, and I'm also excited about the fact that I'm going to New Jersey, and I'm going to eat White Castle.
You bastard.
We do not have White Castle in Delaware. I miss White Castle terribly. And I can still eat it. I just can't eat as much as I used to.
Well, of course.
My dad and I, we had 2 bakeries at one point, and we baked in one and delivered to the other one.
Yeah.
And so we would load up the truck around 3:30 in the morning and drive it down to the other bakery, and like 4:30 we'd be on the way back, and we'd stop at White Castle and get 20 cheeseburgers.
Oh, my God.
And we'd eat them all by the time we got back to the bakery.
I got it. I have a very sad thing to say, and I've never been to a White Castle in my life.
What?
Sorry.
I don't think you've ever lived around where they were.
No. We always had the Little Green Tavern. You ever hear of that?
I don't know what that is. No, I know Crystals is kind of similar, but it's not as good in my opinion.
Oh, but yeah, I've never. So are they little hamburgers?
Little square hamburgers, yep.
Okay, see, no. Never been. The Little Tavern made little circle hamburgers. And yeah,
okay. These are squares, and they bake them on a giant bed of reconstituted onions, and they are amazing. And my father-in-law actually made some from scratch.
Oh, wow. I wish I could try some of those.
They were so good. So good. But I'm looking forward to going to White Castle next week.
I'm dead serious about my triglycerides. 271, and it's supposed to be 150.
Yeah, I got to call and find out what mine are. They called last week, and I keep forgetting to call back probably for that reason.
Exactly. Find out what you can eat.
If you go to White Castle, you will die.
You ever hear of the burger places where you go and they do have EMTs on site?
Oh, yeah, like the heart attack burger or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just stupid. That's stupid.
I'm glad they're there.
Because they're big. They don't need to be that big. Get your little tiny White Castle cheeseburger. We love them so good.
Well, I just finished. I'm just going to say something to you.
Right.
I just finished 2 ham steaks, big pile of mashed potatoes, green beans, and I'm thinking about one of those heart attack burgers, and I'm drooling. And
we like to eat, Kevin. That's what we like to do. So
we are big people.
Yeah.
Are you still big? Let me see.
Oh yeah, I'm big.
You can't get up, can you?
No, I can't. I'm too big.
My exciting is 2 new shows, Ferg.
What?
2 new shows.
That you're doing?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Kevin.
Well, that's what happens. I reach a corner where I'm like, and all of a sudden I get this massive boost of excitement. All of a sudden things just take off again. So I need help, Ferg.
Yeah.
I need help.
It's, you can't have just one podcast. They're like potato chips.
They're so delicious, Ferg.
Yeah.
The metal pedal, though, you've heard me talk about that before.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so the metal pedal episode 1 is going to be about Living Color, and my buddy George, who is in Greece, is going to be with me for that first episode, and I'm going to have different guest hosts. It'll be a monthly show, I think, if that. It might even be a little less than that. But I'll have different guest hosts for each show, talking about a certain band that focuses with that particular guest host. For you, I would bother you for the Beatles.
But that's not really
Doesn't matter. There's fuzz. There is fuzz, man.
All right.
Fuzz pedals and all kinds. And I'll be talking about the different type of distortions and stuff that are used in the bands themselves. Different types of techniques and things like that they use. And then talk a little bit about the bands themselves. A little bit about the history, but not too much to it bores people. And then talk about, the top 5 favorite the top 5 favorite songs that came with it. And I thought that would be fun.
Oh, I can definitely talk about that.
Cool. Then I can have you on an episode as well.
Cool.
And anyone else out there listening, even if you're not a podcaster, you want to be on one of the shows, call in or send an email to instrumentally@gmail.com or call 571-408-ZERB or 9372.
Nice. Do it.
And the other show is featured. How do I do this one? The other show is to be announced. That's terrible, isn't it? That'd be really rude. No,
What's it called? To be announced?
It's going to be called To Be Announced. And what we'll do is every episode, you'll listen and we'll go, we'll tell you what we're going to talk about next week. Thanks for listening. It's Spiderweb's Soundscapes.
Okay.
Now, I've been talking to you about the fact that I've been listening to like thunderstorm things to fall asleep and
right.
different things to fall asleep. So I came up with the idea, why not do an hour show of you going into the first 5 minutes is you going into Frankenstein's castle. They take you up to your room, the sound effect of you getting into bed, and from that point on is just slight little eerie noises that you would hear, thunderstorm, rain, and it wouldn't be to the point you can't sleep, but it'd be fun. Wouldn't that be fun to hear? And downstairs you can hear, you hear a muffled downstairs, it's alive! It's alive! And like thunder and stuff, and then all that would subside, and then the buzzing and noises would calm down, and everything would calm down to a nice calm roar, and maybe an hour and a half or so, just something for naps, not for...
Right.
Well, you could use it to go to sleep at night, but I thought that'd be nice, so that'd be called Spiderweb's Soundscapes.
Cool.
Came up with a logo and everything.
That sounds like a lot of editing, though.
Yeah, but I don't mind. It's going to be fun to do because I have the high-end recorder here, which I would use, of course, to record real thunderstorms and real noises.
Okay.
I'll do everything myself the best I can. If not, there's a site where you can upload and download sound effects. You
cool.
give some and you get some, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I can't wait for that.
Cool.
So that's my exciting.
Very cool.
Shall we move onward?
Yeah.
And now for the news.
Good evening. The time now is 8:38 p.m. and we're sitting here in the middle of NPR's main hub for all kinds of goodness. Do you want a tote bag? Give us a call right now. Phone number is, oh my God, it's npr.com.
That's not a phone number. Go ahead, Ferg. What you got?
Well, sad news this week. I think both of us admired Prince quite a bit, and he passed away just out of the blue.
Yeah.
And the weird thing for me is that in 2 of my last 3 Atari shows, I put little snippets of Prince in the show.
It's your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault. But I also listened to a podcast today that mentioned Prince that they must have recorded right before.
Okay, so you're on the clear.
Right. But it's just so weird,
I can agree.
And I just hope it wasn't, I don't know, they're saying that he had prescription drugs on him, but I just hope it wasn't that. And, it seems...
Well, tonight I said I haven't watched news recently, but that's not true. I watched, boy, I'm getting the old man whistle. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
It's coming in.
Hey, I want to tell you what I think about the sun and the moon and
Percocet was the main cause of his death.
Really?
Yeah, they're leaning towards that because what he did was he threw his, it sounds funny, but he threw his hip out. He had hip surgery. He was on Percocet for the hip surgery.
Right.
The pain was unbelievable. And he had in August of 2015 and then September of 2015 had situations with either going to the hospital or overdosing on Percocet. And this time it was too much, I think. Yeah, so they're leaning towards that. I'm not 100%, and this is alleged, or what is the word when you're not... What is the word you use when you don't want to take responsibility for what you just said?
Alleged.
These are alleged.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
It's too bad.
It is super bad.
And he's only 57. I think George Harrison was 58 when he passed away, and Carl Wilson was 58. It's just way too young.
This is you can't look back on 216 and say, this is the...
No. It's only April.
I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, this is like the year of death.
Yeah.
Of all the greats.
But I remember, I think the first time I heard him was When Doves Cry. Was it 82 when that came out?
Mm-hmm.
I think. And I liked that a lot. And Little Red Corvette I liked. And Purple Rain. I didn't see Purple Rain at the time. I saw it later. But I really liked the movie. And then I just kind of got out of him for a little while. And then started working at KB in 91. And my friend Wayne was really into Prince.
Yeah.
So I kind of got back a little bit and got some of his stuff because I didn't have anything up until then. But
all I've ever had was Purple Rain, the CD.
The Batman soundtrack is good.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I first, I think I was kind of anti-Prince at the time, and when I first saw that he was doing the soundtrack, I was like, what? I didn't understand, but I love the Bat Dance so much. I know that people point to that. It's like, probably not one of his greatest songs ever. I love
the
it
Jack
so
Nicholson breakout.
Plus he has it. Yeah. Plus he put a sample in there from the original Batman theme from the TV show, which I really liked. And I love that song a lot. And the guy can rock. He can do. He plays. I mean, he's done whole albums all by himself.
Well, the music he's written for other people.
And for other people, it's just amazing how much. And have you? I always go back to this. Have you seen the clip of him at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when they inducted George Harrison and he played the solo on While My Guitar Gently Weeps?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Scary.
It just puts the hair up on your neck. It's absolutely amazing.
And it's an incredible thing that he was known as a guitar player, but not such a guitar virtuoso, and he was.
Yeah, he was.
I mean,
yeah.
he could pull anything out of that, and then the clean sounds he could get out of that too. He knew the good old funky 70s soul and all that because he was a part of that, and he could do anything. The man was a genius. I don't think we're going to have a genius like that around. I can't think of anybody who's left to fill that slot because you went from Michael Jackson to, well, at least we have Prince. Now what?
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's
Adele.
The only I'm thinking along the lines of people who make their records all by themselves. I think Dave Grohl did it.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney's done a couple. John Fogerty. Who else?
Well, Paul McCartney's a given. He could go right now and it'd be fine.
Well, because he's been around for so long,
Sorry. I shouldn't have said that to you, of all people.
I know what you're saying. Although I do like the albums he puts out now.
Yeah, he still can write them as well as he did when he was younger.
Yeah. He's just, his voice is not there anymore. From what I've seen.
That's true. But well, in some cases, sometimes he'll blast you out of the room.
Sometimes it's good, yeah.
But
you know who's really good singing now? I'm sorry, we're getting off Prince, but
no, that's fine.
Mickey Dolenz.
Do you know that I saw that today? That I saw the song. Did you hear it?
The new single? Oh yeah.
I gotta admit, I was impressed.
It's really good.
I liked it a little bit. I liked it a lot of bit.
I think that's the one that Rivers Cuomo wrote.
Oh damn! I want to hear something they wrote.
I know.
Who's Rivers Cuomo? Is that like
Weezer?
Oh,
guy from Weezer. But that's what they did. They got a lot of. Somebody floated this idea back in the 80s that they should get a bunch of people, alternative people, to write songs for them and help them make the album. They brought up REM and I think they might have brought up XTC, and he wrote 2 songs for them. So.
That's what I heard, that they were heavily involved in this album.
Andy Partridge, yeah.
And for those who don't know, what is the name of the new album? And it's coming out May 17th.
It's called Gosh, I don't know. Good Times?
I
think it's called Good Times.
We both have computers.
Yeah.
Who's first? Should I do it?
I don't know.
I'll be right back. You at home know what sound effects playing right now.
Good Times, yeah.
Good Times?
Yep.
Anybody need a layoff?
No, it's not that one. But anyway, I'm sorry.
No.
What is your news, Kevin? Tell me your news.
I will tell you my news gleefully.
Good.
Can I do a Ferg laugh real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here we go. This May,
A couple days from now, as temperatures warm, billions and billions of cicadas will begin to emerge from the ground. That's right.
Their internal clocks will hit the 17-year mark. Do you ever have to go through this? Because they say it's going to be from Ohio to New York to Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia. Did Daryl ever have to worry about that?
I don't...
Yo, Delaware!
Well, we've been in Delaware 17 years, so I don't remember. But I do remember them being in New Jersey in, it must have been 96 or 97. So that's weird.
I hated them.
Yeah, I mean, I remember opening up the door and what is that noise?
I give you here it is. I know this sound well. You wake up in the morning, you open the door, and all of a sudden you hear...
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And what that is billions of bugs making the same noise all at once.
Yeah.
And, when I was a kid, it was awesome. And each time it happened when I was older, it freaked me out more and more because they were everywhere, all over you, all over...
Yeah, it was weird. I remember there being piles of dead ones in the school, at the school grounds, yeah.
So these, and for those who don't know in other parts of our country, these are red-eyed bugs that began their lives in 1999 and spent over a decade and a half underground. So they will soon complete their life cycles as they crawl above ground, mate, and then die after a month to a month and a half. It's weird that that's all they live for.
Yeah.
And these cicadas are the cicadas in the 17-year group are called Broad V, or Brood V, Brood.
Okay.
Actually comprised of 3 different species. Ugh. Other cicada species follow the 13-year cycle, and then there's the yearly one. But, and when I worked at the Dulles Toll Road in D.C., Dulles Toll Road is filled with a lot of international people. People from other lands.
Yes.
Who come and visit and decide they want to work here until...
Really?
To us, it's annoyance. To them, it's like, what the hell is that? Why are they everywhere?
That's funny.
I sat in the booth once, and they're all over my booth because at night they light up the booth.
Wow.
They lit up the booth. This is the 13-year ones. I think it was in 2003 is when I started working there. So it's 2002 when I started working there. So it was like 2004, and they were everywhere, covering the booth, walking up into front, and people driving up going, "This is ridiculous, isn't it?" And on the side of their faces are cicadas crawling up. It's ridiculous, huh? People getting in accidents everywhere. You got to watch out because the streets are sticky and slippery like ice.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's my news.
Great.
You know what time it is now?
No, I don't.
Greetings and salutations to you, sirs.
All right.
Hello, this is Bob Shurmack from Racine, Wisconsin. A long-time listener, and I'm not really sure what number call this is. I would just wanted to say how much I'm enjoying the show. And also, I wanted to address some of the slanderous and uncalled for accusations by a certain Mr. Sal, who was impugning my character and my intelligence on the previous episode. I, sir, and I'm addressing Mr. Sal on this, I will not be drawn into an argument with a provocateur such as yourself, and I would appreciate it if you would just drop dead. Thank you very much. That's all I have to say about Mr. Sal. I did want to catch you up a little bit on the fact that I was trying to get a sound file for you, Mr. Ferg, back there in the background. Hello,
Yeah.
can you hear
Hi.
me? Greetings to you, sir.
Yeah, greetings.
I just wanted to say that I have not had any luck. I did have Maxine come over a week ago to see if she could create a sound file. As you had previously mentioned, you liked some of the music from the big group Well Done You, who existed from 1976 to 78 inclusive. And unfortunately, she came over, and I must say she was rather rambunctious. She works in the accounts payable department at Johnson Wax with me, and I must say she's a very hands-on person. I must say that. In any case, she was unable to create a sound file from the equipment that I have in my apartment. Apparently, there's not a way to create a sound file from my VIC-20 computer, so unfortunately, she will not be able to help me out with this particular project, Mr. Ferg.
Oh.
But I will certainly look for other means in which to satisfy your curiosity about the great Well Done You group. I met with her in my basement, and we tried to create a sound file. She actually brought a bottle of sparkling muscatel. I believe it was a fine wine from Idaho. And one thing led to another. And proverbially speaking, if I can say it that way, she's now wearing my varsity jacket. Anyway. So we seem to be a couple, which is something that's quite new to me, especially as she has really taken to the forefront on this particular project. So I will keep you posted on that and see how things go. In any case, we couldn't create a sound file because my VIC-20 just can't handle it. I'll have to find other means in which to send you a clip from the Well Done You. I would like to send you actually a clip from their most controversial album. It came out in 1977, and it was called Cheese Whiz and Channel Locks, which bestows the benefits of both heavily processed snacks and heavy-duty plumbing tools. It was really quite a departure from their usual patriotic or funeral dirge music. So I would like to present that to you as soon as I'm able to figure out a way to do it. Let's see. The only other thing is I've got another date with Maxine tonight. I'll be picking her up on my moped, and we will be heading down to Milwaukee, which, of course, I know as a wretched hive of scum and villainy, because that's what it is, the big city. But she wanted to go to the airport there and watch the baggage claim carousels. So we're going to do that. We may take a couple of lawn chairs with us if we can. It should be a fun evening, and I imagine I'll be reporting on that later on. So I hope you gentlemen have a good day. Enjoy the show. Please keep up the good work. And good day to you, sirs.
Wow.
He's making us look bad.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Well,
Bob Shurmack.
I guess he's going to have himself a Bobette.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Maybe we'll hear from her, too.
Hint, hint.
Couldn't get the VIC-20 to work, huh? I'm sure it worked just fine.
Maxine.
Ooh. All right. Well,
my face hurts.
That was great. Thank you so much for calling, Bob. Or Bab. Appreciate it very much.
Hey, Ferg, any movies?
I haven't seen any movies. Have I talked about Bob's Burgers already?
No, but you talked about Mad Men.
I talked about Mad Men, okay.
And you said a little bit like Bob's Burger. I think you said something about Bob's. Well, go ahead. Tell me about Bob's Burger.
Well, we just started watching it not too long ago, and it's I think we watched the first episode when it was on originally when it premiered, and we didn't. I don't know. It wasn't. We didn't like it then, but then we watched it later, and we laughed like hyenas.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens, but it does sometimes.
Have you been watching binging style or watching binging style?
We watch maybe a couple episodes here and there, but we haven't. I think we had one night we watched 4 in a row. That's about as far as we get.
Oh.
Binging, yeah, not a whole lot, but it's really funny. I think maybe I think we watched maybe 20 episodes now, and there was only maybe one episode that wasn't as good, but it was still funny.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious.
I love his wife.
Yeah. Yes.
Bob. She is great. And then the kids.
Yeah.
The kids are good.
I guess.
Huh?
I think Louise is the only one that's a woman.
It is. That's true.
What's your movie, Kevin?
The Martian.
The Martian. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I have heard tell about The Martian, but I have not seen it.
Pray tell. What have you heard, Tell?
I've heard it was good.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
This movie was just what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
And it was perfect. It was awesome. It was what I wanted it. It was what I expected it to be, which is why I didn't bother seeing it in the theater, and I didn't bother renting it. And then Shelley forced me to, because Matt Damon's in it, and she's female, and certain parts of the female anatomy get excited whenever the word Matt Damon is mentioned.
All right.
I had no clue it was a Ridley Scott film. No clue whatsoever.
Oh, okay. Right.
And I watched this movie, and the first thing I thought is, man, that looks exactly like my video game of Alien. The inside of it, everything is about the same. The handles, the way the walls are set up and everything.
Oh,
and
really?
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, this is really neat. And then I was looking online. I'm not looking online, looking at my handheld and saying, who directed and what and this, and I was like, oh, well, there's your answer.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yep.
Let me give you a little bit of a summary here for those who have no clue what The Martian is. The Martian is a Ridley Scott film. It was written by Drew Goddard, who also wrote Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Yep.
I love that movie, too.
It was good.
During a manned mission to Mars, astronaut Mark Watney is presumed dead after a fierce storm on Mars left behind his crew. But Watney survived and finds himself stranded on a hostile planet with only meager supplies. He must draw upon his ingenuity, wit, and spirit to subsist and find a way to signal Earth that he is still alive. It's a great movie, and he played this well. It reminds you a lot of Tom Hanks trying to pull off The Castaway.
Oh.
It does.
Okay.
Because he has to do everything himself. There's a lot more interaction. The thing that got me was the cast. You got Matt Damon, Jessica Chastain is in it, Kristen Wiig playing a serious role. A little bit of puns here and there, but she's...
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
She was really good. Jeff Daniels, great as the main dude in charge. And a whole bunch of other people that, aren't really that big as I looked. But Donald Glover is in it, and I wonder if he's related to the other Glover. He looks like a Glover.
Donald Glover.
Son of Glover?
He's a rapper, right?
Okay. Oh, what'd you think of my rap?
It's very interesting.
Did you like it?
Yes, I did.
Uh-huh. Well, it's not that far from paradise, don't you see? It could be a little piece of me. Could be something that I'll never sing.
He's referring to the end of the last show.
Oh, yeah. If you get a chance to listen to the last episode, I rapped at the end. Seeing this? My daughter challenged me, and I took it. You don't mess with KZMCWG. So, yeah, but he was good in it. Donald Glover played the intelligent guy who came up with the idea of how to get him back the fastest and easiest. And it actually worked. Great movie. Nothing to sit there and go, oh, this is the part when... No, there's none of that. It's great movie, and it's very well done. And it does. It makes you feel strong. So, there you go.
Cool. Very nice.
Thank you. Hey, you ready to show me your towel?
Oh, yes, I'm ready. I've been waiting all week.
Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's time for show and tell.
Let's see it.
All right.
Whip it out.
What I have here is... You see it?
It looks like one of them bobblehead thingies.
Nope.
It looks like an apple with a pen in it.
It is a mushroom house.
Then I was right.
It's made of wood.
Oh, yeah. I see. Oh, now I see it because I didn't see the mushroom-esque of it. Now I see it.
Yeah. You see it?
Yes.
So you open it up.
And it's Ben Carson.
And you got all...
Oh.
You got all these little dudes inside with the pointy hats. They kind of look
so
like
cute. Look at the little thing.
Yeah, they kind of look like the Jack in the Box guy. Actually, now that I think about it. But they're supposed to be little clowns, and they're inside the little. I think they're supposed to be clowns.
Is it a German thing?
No, this it might be, but we got this in Poland in 1976
Oh, okay.
in a place called Zakopane.
Oh, cool.
And I think my parents bought it for us, and we played with it a lot when we were kids. You could tell because a lot of the paint is coming off.
Oh my goodness.
But I loved that thing when I was a kid. It reminded me of being in Poland, and Zakopane was when I think it was 6 I was 6 years old when we went to Poland, and Zakopane had this. I guess they were having some kind of craft fair or something at the time.
Yeah.
As there was just all this kind of stuff all over the place, like woodwork and all kinds of crafts and stuff. And my parents had these wooden carved deer,
Yeah.
a couple of them that they brought back from there, and they say Zakopane on them. And
Does that have
like
the Zakopane
it doesn't.
logo?
I thought it did, but it
Oh.
doesn't. No.
You think that's worth something now?
No, I don't think so. But I just think it. I just like it.
How about an
Just for-
artist's name on the bottom or anything like that?
No, there's nothing. It's all just chipped off. And you can see.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
you've
I
been
don't
playing
think
with that a couple of
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. But it's really nice. And actually, my mom is going there in a couple weeks. The last time she went, they went to Zakopane, and she brought me back a flip top mushroom house.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You think she'll bring you something back this time?
I hope so.
That'd be neat.
I hope it's candy. I love Polish candy. And kishka. Do you like kishka?
I like the sound of it.
Do you know what it is?
Not yet. What is it?
It's blood, organ meat, and buckwheat in the sausage.
So this week, of course.
What's your show and tell, Kevin?
Oh, I totally skipped over that. And you like that?
Yes, I do.
Well,
You have to grow up with it, I guess.
I guess so. What kind of whose blood?
Pigs. Yeah. And pig organs and skin. And
Oh. You're a fan of Scrapple, aren't you?
No, I'm not actually. Kevin's making the worst face imaginable.
Oh, goodness. Well, we're both international today with our show and tells because I have this.
All right.
I'm going to show it to you, and then I'll play it for the audience and then tell them what it is. Don't read it. Can you
All
see
right.
it?
I can see it.
Okay, here we go. Isn't that cute? It's a little panda bank, and you press the button, and Shelly and I swear to goodness that it's saying, "What the hell?"
It sounded like it.
And he reaches up and he grabs the penny and puts a little panda bear, pulls the
That's
penny
funny.
and puts it in there. Our daughter Katrina got this and gave it to her because she
Where'd she
likes
get it?
panda bears.
Oh, okay.
Shelly's a panda freak, like all women.
What does Jerry think about it?
Jerry looked at it and was like, "Yeah, neat. There's money in it, dude.
Yeah.
There's money in it." Shut up. I wanted the money. I'm going to get busted. But I got to read you the box because this comes from China.
Okay.
Here's what it says. New arrival! Exclamation point. More fun to play it. Top quality. Mischief Panda. And you turn to the side. Have more innovative to present here. And then it shows you coins.
Right.
Here it is. Lovely style. The best quality and design is just for you. Making the world smile. Super happy panda. It'll bring you more infinite happiness. It's pretty cute. Hurry up to collect all 6, and you can get a panda, you can get a monkey, you can get a dog, a pig, and a little honey bear. And they all say the same thing. What the hell? So that's my show and tell. And
Very
then
nice.
and it ends with ow.
Oh.
All right, can you sing that song you sing so well?
After these messages, we'll be right back. Boop. Boop.
Were you a geek? Were you a geeky when geeky wasn't cool? Don't Stop the Geekin' by reading Mark Alley's book, Don't Stop the Geekin'. It was released April 7th, 2016, and is available for Kindle at Amazon.com. You could also check out his book, I Was Geeky When Geeky Wasn't Cool, written January 6th in 2015. Both books are $2.99 and well worth every penny. Check them out at Amazon.com or visit markalley.com. That's MarcAllie.com. Check them out. They're good books.
Yeah, I got to check them out.
He just put up the new one, so I'm really excited to check that out. And my buddy Phil has already purchased it.
That's awesome.
And I'm going to have him read it to me.
Oh, good.
Have you seen Phil?
Yeah.
Him and Chris, boy, they make you feel safe when you go out with them.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Hey, Ferg.
Hey, Kevin.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I forgot to pull the album off, but I listened to Ram by Paul McCartney this week.
Oh, man.
Well, actually, it's credited to Paul and Linda McCartney.
Oh, wait. I got a sound for this. Anytime you talk about anything to do with Paul McCartney or the Beatles.
The Beatles Spectacular is really moving.
All right, go ahead, Ferg.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So you were saying?
Yes, I listened to Ram. Ram is my absolute favorite Paul McCartney album.
Okay, I've got to go shopping because I don't.
I did not really get into Ram until the '90s. I think I got it from BMG.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I did. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I may have. But I don't know what it is about that record. It's kind of sloppy and it's weird and it's got. I think the big hit on there is Uncle Albert. Admiral Halsey is on there.
Wow, I don't know those songs.
You don't know Uncle Albert?
And that's what I'm saying. Wow, it's
We're
like
so sorry, Uncle Albert.
Keep singing.
We're so sorry that we caused you any pain. Then the hands across the water. Water. You don't know that one?
Yeah, that sounds
it's a
familiar.
big hit.
I'm glad you did this part.
Yeah.
Because that helped me remember. I need to catch up on my Paul McCartney, and I'm terrible. And I am
It's
a huge
going to take
fan.
you a while.
Yeah, I know, and
there's
that's
a lot
my
of stuff out
point.
there.
That's why I say he could go any second, and that's fine with me. Then I can catch up
Right.
because he'll stop writing new
Well,
songs.
he slowed down. He slowed down putting albums out. So
Well, he's a fountain of music. I mean, don't cap it, but man,
right.
guy's
But
a
I love the
genius.
record. One of my favorites.
Well, bless you. I understand because that guy's a genius.
Yeah.
I listened to a genius. I was listening to Prince this week. Anything I
Were
could
you?
find
Yeah.
online, anything I had. I listened to I immediately was blasting the Purple Rain album, and we went to a restaurant, and as soon as I got out of the car and the thing was playing, there was people out there putting their fists up like, yeah, Prince, you know. And it really hit hard around here. There's a lot of Prince fans in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And everywhere I went, it was weird. The people who had Italian people with restaurants, you go in there, hey, oh, hey, and you're like, how you doing? And they're like, oh, Prince bashed today. That's pretty rough, huh? I'm like, I guess so there, Bruno. And it was awesome. It was like a unifying thing. Yeah. And and I watched the video of him playing at the 40th Saturday Night Live thing. What was that?
Oh, yeah.
The 40th anniversary special. And him playing at 4:30 in the morning. That was when Jimmy Fallon pulled Prince off of the street and said, why don't you come in and play? Because
really?
Yeah, what's his name? Who is the one who runs Saturday Night Live? I always forget his name.
Lorne Michaels.
Lorne Michaels. He said, Jimmy, go ahead and go outside and get Prince. I've set up a guitar, bass, and drums, and I'm sure it'll be something he'd find to his liking. So he sent him out there, and he did. He does that. That's what Lorne Michaels does. At the end of every Saturday Night Live, apparently he puts up drums, guitar, bass. Anybody wants to play, just go for it.
Oh, okay.
So Jimmy Fallon heard Prince was in the area, got him. He came in and played, and that was fun to watch.
Wow.
And so just soaking up as much of Prince and getting to know him better. I had no clue that he became a Jehovah's Witness and that he gave up cursing towards the end of his life. So all of that changed. He started doing a lot of good for a lot of people. Yeah. And spent most of his time writing music for others because that's what he loved to do. Some people, he wouldn't bother with the royalties. He would just go ahead and let them take the stuff. Here's a song. I just wanted to get... His life was about making music no matter what the situation was. Didn't think of it as a business. Thought of it as art. So that was my music thing.
Cool.
Are you ready for a new section completely?
New, I am.
This is it. Dun, 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 dun.
Did you play any video games?
Oh, well, those of you know I host the Atari 2600 Game by Game podcast, so most of these will probably be Atari games because that's pretty much all I ever play. I try to branch out a little bit, but it's hard sometimes. I'm trying to get on top of that, and so hopefully in the future I'll have stuff besides the 2600. But
you're the Atari king.
I know, no, I'm not the king, but
I think you're the king of Atari.
Have a podcast that
no, you don't happen to. You have. You have the podcast, the Atari podcast.
Well,
take your little modest ass. You are the king of Atari in my book. Ladies and gentlemen, the king
thank you.
Of Atari.
That's enough.
All right, then.
All right, so what I was playing today, I started researching the next episode, and
King of Atari.
I was playing Oink from Activision for 2600. I actually have it on GBA Game Boy Advance cartridge. It's called sweet. Activision Anthology. So
that's a pretty big game, Oink. Isn't it?
No, not really.
Right here on Please Stand By. Kevin's stupidity right after this.
No, but it's kind of like a cross between the Three Little Pigs and Breakout.
Oh, well, that's a cool idea.
Yeah, it's pretty... I'm enjoying it so far. I didn't play it that much yet, but I haven't really played it before. I didn't have it when I was a kid, but I'm enjoying it so far. You have to... you have three pigs that you play through. One has sticks, one has straw, one has brick.
Cool.
So the big bad wolf is on the bottom, and he's blowing on the brick on your house to take out little segments of it.
Right.
And then you have bricks inside your house that you can drop in to patch the holes up.
I like
and you have
this.
to do that before the wolf breaks through and huffs and puffs and blows you
your house down.
Yeah. So it's a lot. I was enjoying it. So
I like the idea of it too.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's like now, is this something you think I could get in an emulator fashion online?
Well, I know it's available on the Activision Anthology, which is available on a whole bunch of different platforms.
Good. Okay.
And I'm sure if you looked, you could find it. But
in naughty places.
Right. Oh, boy. Okay. What's your game, Kevin?
My game was Dying Light.
What's that?
Dying Light is an open-world, first-person survival horror game developed by a Polish video game developer, Techland. That's a Polish game. Yeah, and it made me think of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, sure. And it's published by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. Came out about January 2015, I think it was, for Windows, Linux, PlayStation 4, Xbox, and that was about it. But it's defined as an action role-playing game and a survival horror game. And I actually have a sound for you.
Oh, okay.
And here it is. I don't know if you'll hear this or not, and I forgot to put it in the computer, didn't I? Yeah, I sure is. Game for 28. Can you hear this? Can you hear that?
No.
Can you give me 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Give me a second, buddy. I'm sorry. 1 second.
That's all right.
Shelly has it. 1 second.
Kevin is running around like a maniac thinking that I'm going to start cursing. That's funny. It's all right, Kevin. Oh, wow.
I do have it.
Yeah. He just did a
Lord, I'm
Breakfast
sorry.
Club sliding through the hallway type of move, which is pretty cool.
I found it.
Yay.
I can't hear you. Please don't be cursing at me. I don't have my headphones on. I feel editing coming on.
No,
There's going to be a slight buzz here, gentlemen and ladies. And let me... Hold on, Ferg. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Look at you looking all innocent, like nothing happened.
I didn't do anything this time.
Oh, I was hoping you did. All right. This is what it sounds like to play this game.
Okay.
You're out there in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden you hear noises.
Oh, my gosh.
Now imagine playing this in the middle of the night.
No.
You're running around the city trying to solve things, and zombies are coming from everywhere.
Ugh.
And it's scary
Yeah.
because you're afraid of getting killed, but you don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah, I wouldn't be playing that game.
Oh, it's great. I love these games you can play at night. It's also what gave me the idea to go. Here comes one right in front of you.
Oh, gosh.
Luckily, we have guns.
Oh,
And
man.
you can blow them apart. But yeah, it's fun, especially in the middle of the night, because it makes you feel all Halloween-y and scared and worried for your life.
Yikes.
Yeah. So you tell me more about this blood food.
Kishka?
Yeah.
I pretty much told you.
Tell me again, what's in it?
It's made out of...
What is it made of?
Made out of pig's blood.
Right.
Made out of offal, which is organs and stuff, and skin and all that good stuff, and buckwheat.
Oh. The buckwheat? Oh.
Oh, dear.
Okay, well. So that was the game, and I really, really enjoyed it. Next week, I'm going to talk about Alien Isolation. That's what I
Yeah,
should.
you mentioned that quite a few
Oh, I
times.
love it. And I'll get some sounds from that as well. All right, Ferg. Well, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right, then.
Sorry, we're out of time.
That's new.
That's new. And also the music that plays behind us while we're saying goodbye.
Wow, that's a lot more up tempo than the other.
I thought it'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be, and I can ride the fader with this. So say you make a funny pun. Go ahead and make a funny pun.
Pig fell in the mud. I don't know.
That's right. A pig fell in the mud. I'll tell you what. That's one dirty joke. So yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Ferg, so much for doing.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh.
I enjoy it as I always do.
God, but I enjoy it just as much as you do. It's my favorite thing to do with you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to end the show tonight with TV Child by my good buddy Greek Papatheathora. Greek. Jesus Lord. Well, I'm thinking in my head, I have to tell him it's Greek Orthodox Easter this weekend, so I want to wish George Papatheathoro a happy Greek Orthodox Easter.
Right.
So, George, thank you so much for this. It's TV Child, performed by George Papatheathoro, and he's one of my very closest friends, and I love him dearly, and I spoke with him today, and I can't wait to do that first episode with him. It's going to be great. So enjoy the song by him, and join us next time when Ferg says,
Good night, sweet prince.
"Oh."
Everybody looking for answers. Everybody wants to be free.
Zerbinator's music and podcasts are under the Creative Commons license, which allows retelling and rebroadcasting as long as the author is notified and credited. For more great escape pods, please visit www.zerbinator.wordpress.com. If you would like to contact Zerbinatorland, you can send an email to instrumentally@gmail.com or give us a call at 571-408-ZERB or 9372.
All right. Hello.
Holy shit. I didn't expect that. Sorry about that. There's supposed to be 3 rings, not 4.
All right. Hello.